There's one rule I used to run by, and it's kind of morphed itself into something else now that I still use. But when I was, let's say, a few years ago, super rigid, dialed in routine, everything was just damn near picture perfect the way I did everything. And I had no fucking vices. Everything was, I mean, shit. It just really came down to procrastination. Procrastination, that's all it was. It's like if I wasted even a few minutes on something, I beat myself up. I've really cut it down. Every single day the fucking grass was just perfectly cut, trimmed down perfectly. Everything was perfect. Did everything, tried to do everything the same. Work out at the same time, wake up at the same time, shower, eat, did everything, meditate. Super rigid. And a lot of time was spent alone. And I came to this conclusion that, at least when it came to just confidence, right? And speaking in front of other people and just being present, was don't do anything you wouldn't do in front of a bunch of people. Don't do anything you wouldn't do in public. You know, this can apply to a bunch of shit. With a few exceptions, you're not going to shit in public. You know, there's a few things you're not obviously not going to do in public, but when it comes to like little bad habits you have, right? Let's just say you told people you're gonna stop smoking, right? Now you're more liable to smoke in a private area because you don't want to see anyone going against it. You don't want anyone to see you going against your word. Or you tell yourself you're gonna quit porn and now you're watching porn. You wouldn't masturbate in front of a bunch of people. I hope not, right? So it's like that little rule I ran by. And over time, it's kind of switched now. It was it is now a question to ask myself before I make a decision, whether it be to indulge in some type of vice or do something that's not necessarily right. And it's, are you going to be proud of yourself after this? That's it. Super simple. And it cuts it very black and white. All right, should I do this? Well, are you going to be proud of yourself if you do that? No. And the reason why I morph these questions or these little rules that I have for myself morph into different things because sometimes I stop giving a fuck. These rules only last so long where I start going against them, and it's real funny. So these things change, but it's definitely a fun little project to have in your mind, and I highly recommend anyone to try it. But I mean, even me, I'm not really a big fan. Like I do listen to these things, but then some days I don't. But it's definitely a cool thing I like kind of dabble with here and there. It helps me make certain decisions. Sometimes I really just don't give a fuck, and I do things just out of gaining an experience. That's usually when I break it. It's like fuck it, I never tried this. Let's do this. That's usually when I break the rule. I'm like, I know I'm not gonna be proud of myself, but since it's something I haven't done yet, fuck it. So yeah, either one of these works. Will you do it? Are you gonna do it in public? If not, don't do it. Are you gonna be proud of yourself after? If not, don't do it.